Yo, it's the co-meet, and this is probably the fight that I'm most looking forward to on this entire card. We got Iwan Cutelaba, your boy, the Hulk, taking on Devin the Brown Bear Clark, and should be interesting for Iwan Cutelaba because the last time we saw him, he fought to a very close split draw against Dustin Jacoby, and before that, he got absolutely flatlined twice in a row, zero controversy at all. Just managed to just get smashed by Magomed Ankalaev. So. It's tough to see what we're going to get with Ewan in this one because before that, right, he had some amazing performances, took out Khalil Roundtree, took out Godzimura to Antigulov and Heek de Silva, and only had a loss sprinkled in there against Glover, who's challenging for the belt here soon. So Ewan, is coming out, painting himself green, was bringing the energy, and seemed to be a true killer for a little while, but it's almost as if he's plateaued a little bit. And I'm just interested to see how he does against the Brown Bear, who is another guy who's 12-5, has some nice wins in the UFC, but you and I often talk about Devin the Brown Bear Clark, and it just seems as though while he's very talented, he obviously has a lot of skills to work with, and has an array of training partners, John Jones included, that helped him develop his skill set. I just, even though he's been in the UFC for as long as he has, I've never seen that skill set truly magnified. I've never seen it truly develop into what it might, what he should be, like what the potential of Devin Clark really should materialize and look like. So I don't know. I'm kind of torn on this fight. I think it's great matchmaking. What are you seeing in this one? Do you think that Ewan gets this one done against Devin the Brown Bear, or is Brown Bear finally gonna take that next step?
Yeah, this is a really good fight. I think a great test for both these guys to really, keep leveling up. I gotta go. You already know who I'm going. That's my boy, the Hulk. I mean, Ian Cutelaba is going to absolutely smash the brown bear. People probably are picking against him. I mean, Tapology isn't, but just I hear down the grapevine, there's some influencers and other people that they're just like, oh, the Hulk's gonna get bodied by the brown bear, and I think he's wrong because the draw last fight, he gassed out. There's no way he's going to let that happen again. I think he's going to get this fight finished round one, ground and pound KO. I just the thing that people are scared of is if the brown bear survives and it goes the distance, because Hulk Smash does tend to gas out, but I'm banking off the fact that he has learned from these mistakes. I mean, amateur, he's pumping and dumping, one chump pump, blows it all first round. I think he's be a little smarter, a little more technical of a fighter, and I think he might actually keep it up on the feet for a majority of this fight.
Yeah, and I kind of think that's, the better place for him because we know that the brown bear is going to try and take him down. He's going to try and smother him with his wrestling, and we know that Ewan's no slouch down there either. So it'll be interesting to see what this contest looks like on the mat and who has the control and strength advantage. But one thing that I do notice with Devin the brown bear is, his losses are only two killers, right? He lost to Jan Blachowicz very early on in his UFC tenure, and then he has losses to Alexander Rakic, Superman Span and Anthony Smith, who are fighting just above them. So, do we think that Ewan is in that conversation? Like, one of these guys has taken a turn for the best. One of these guys is finally going to get to that next level. I don't know. What you think? It's Ewan?
I think it's E1, and I think if somebody wins also on this card, I think E1's going to fight him, and I think that would be an amazing fight. I'm not going to tell you who I think is going to win between Lionheart and Superman Span, but I think he's going to win and then fight one of those guys. But stay tuned, check out our other video because we're going to break that down too. But what do you think?
I've been super torn on this one. I'm gonna roll with you. I'm going with Iwan Laba, but if ultimately this turned into like kind of a snooze fest that Devin Clark manages to control start to finish, I don't know. It wouldn't be the most surprising thing in the world. I think that the nearly pick 'em odds are pretty justified. I'm gonna be staying away from it personally. But ultimately, I'm gonna roll with you. I'm gonna go with Laba. I think he gets this finish, and I don't know. It's whenever I watch Cutelaba, it just doesn't seem like it's a good idea the longer the fight goes on. So I'm hopeful that, because I'm picking the Moldovan, that he'll manage to end this thing pretty soon. Because I don't know, I think Devin the Brown Bear is a little bit more dangerous as it progresses. So as you touched
Agreed.
on, 73% is rolling with Cutelaba, 27% going with the brown bear. So let us know who you're going with down in the comments below. Make sure to check out the meat event coming up next, and obviously don't miss the parlay fillet.